absolute routine. If somebody tells you it's ineffective, ask the person which is the best way forward. If they cannot tell you something that is better than this, then ignore them. So this is what we do. A few drops, and then you rub the hand, and then in between the fingers, and then behind the hand, and all again. It's not about having clean hands, it's about having... Please type it there. Disinfected. Thanks for those of you that have joined us this evening, that you have given out of your time with us and share this a few minutes with us. One thing that is coming through over and over again, each country seems to be handling this particular lockdown, definition of lockdown, what their best response should be at what time to coronavirus or COVID-19. If for any reason you are joining us from for Africa, to type in the name of your city. Is it Lusaka? Type in the name of your city so that I know where you are joining us from. And I will also want you to please type in the name of the country you're calling us from. If you are from Asia, I understand what's happening in India now. Prime Minister Modi is taking a very, very tough stance, and cities are in total lockdown. I heard a quick story today. A young man, I call him a young man, Jeremy Hunt, used to be the health minister here in the United Kingdom. He hosted some people in China. They flew back to China, and the Chinese government did not only put them in self-quarantine, I thought you were in charge of it yourself. No, wasn't that. They completely blocked off their front door, barricaded their front door, and parked a police van in front of their house. So they can't exit the house for a period of 3 weeks. That's how serious the Asian countries are taking this virus. So I need to tell you that the response in your city may be different from the response in your nearest country. This response is only to one particular pathogen, as we've come to know now, as all scientists have realized. And so I need you to understand this. If you are watching from the US for any reason, those of you in Los Angeles, type in LA. I need you to type that now. If you are watching from Asia, from Wuhan, I need you to type in Wuhan. If you're watching from anywhere in Europe, please type in the name of your city. Why? You're going to get to know immediately, because I need to share with you some salient facts about the situation, the real situation on the ground. And in the afternoon, remember, we discussed and we established this fact. You can't not sit in front of a television and hope to get what is happening. Because I can tell you now, for free, you don't need to spend, pay for light watching television, pay your subscription. No, I can tell you exactly what is going to be on your television tomorrow and the day after. For the next 2 weeks, I can tell you what exactly is going to be in your television. Is sensation. Most of the mainstream television I have seen is totally devoid of new information or insight or instruction on what you can do to thrive in this lockdown, or what you can do if, God forbid, you have somebody that is ill from this virus. They tell you something different. They tell you how many people died yesterday. They tell you how many people died the day before, and then show you a daily rate of death. As if we don't already know that there is a virus in town that kills. We already know that. What we then need is what actions to take in order to avoid, yes, you guessed it, being impacted by the disease or infected by the virus. And those fortunate of being infected by the virus, what they now need to do. In the afternoon, I played a little clip of, and those of you that heard the story of Calvin will know, remarkable story. He was knocked down by the virus, but he rose and fought again. And we discussed the salient points that made Calvin survive the COVID attack. He was attacked. His immune system fought back. And that's what I need you to understand. That you were designed by your Creator. If you have not taken any junk into yourself, if you have not defiled yourself and suppressed your immune system, your body is capable of fighting COVID-19. Yes, yes. This is a scientific truth. This is not hearsay. This is not rumor. I have been in touch of clinical researchers and clinical scientists and virologists, and it's a universal agreement that the virus is incapable of killing any human being if you take care of personal sanitation. Like what I just told you now, you will not even contract it at all. If you come in contact with anyone that has been infected because of your, they call this sanitizer, or using an alcohol-based cleaner. It's an alcohol-based cleaner that is virucidal. If you kill the germ or the bacteria before it gets in, if you miss that opportunity for any reason, if your immune system has enough vitamins, particularly vitamin C. In the morning, we discussed about the lemon, what lemon would do to your vitamins, and what the orange will do to your vitamins. What type of vitamins the orange will give you? Hey, I didn't say orange juice. No, not orange juice. Orange itself, you cut it. There's a difference between orange squash, orange juice, orange smoothie. The contents are not organic. They put in inorganic substances to preserve them to suit their own taste, not to suit what your body wants. So naturally, taking oranges, taking lemon, L-E-M-O-N, taking the kiwi fruits, we had that earlier and I showed that to you. If you did not meet that broadcast, I need you to come back to this timeline that you're watching us on, if you're on Facebook, or if you are on Periscope, just click on our last video. We had one in the morning at 10 a.m. We had another one at 2 p.m. And this is the last one for today. Because when we did the first one, we were joking. We were expecting a discussion within 4 families that were in lockdown in London. We were astonished at the number of people that logged in from all over the world. Every single continent logged in. That's the reason why we then expanded it to accommodate the demands, the questions, and the queries that were coming in. There were queries that had to do with education. How do we keep the children educated for this long period of lockdown when we don't know when they're going to go back? So we said we'll give them daily easy to do assignments, that covers the sciences, covers languages, and covers mathematics. We said that, and we have been doing that because we measured, remember the first day, we measured from this point to this other point, and we showed you various ways of doing it. By the way, tonight I can add that for you. If you have any cable whatsoever, you can put the cable here, and then you can take it around the orange. And once you take it around the orange, take that same mark point, put it on your ruler. Look at your ruler here, and then measure. Here, in this case, you put it on 0, where it marks 0, and look at what that, 14 centimeters. So we know that this is 14 centimeters. And what do you then do? Divide it by 2, you get what? If you divide 14 by 2, what do you get? What do you get? Now type what you get. 7. Type if you're sure you get 7. You now take this same cable, you measure out 7 on this wonderful ruler, or any ruler you have. You must have a ruler at home, or a tape, or a measurement. You take 7 and you measure from this end to here, 7, you put a mark here. From here to here again, you put a mark here. So you make 4 equally spaced marks. Posh word for that is equidistance. So you make a mark here, 4 marks, you get your knife, and you get an adult to cut it for you. So you now have 2 halves. You then measure the diameter. When you measure the diameter, what are you doing? You're not in a mathematical class. Really. Really. And then you cut it again, and then you have what? A quarter of it. So you are dealing with fractions. You are dealing with measurements. And we did that same process. We repeated it for the lime. That same process. You repeat it for the lime, and then you draw, and then you label, and then you submit it to us via Twitter. So this is a wonderful e-school where we all learn. I learn, you learn, and then we all learn together. So we did some of the mathematics, and then we did some of the chemistry. We told you how you can use mentholated spirit with some gel to be able to make your own sanitizer. Yes, true. It will evaporate from all the way from liquid. It will turn to what? Gas without any heat. I told you about that process before. It's a unique process where a substance that is in liquid form just evaporates. So you know that these substances can change from one state to the other. So that's another aspect we're going to follow up tomorrow. The change of state. We will study that tomorrow. I didn't bring that to your attention the first 2 days because I just wanted you to warm up to understanding that science is not a subject you teach in the classroom. No. If you teach science in the classroom, it becomes boring and punishment. Science is not what you read from a textbook. No. Science is what you observe in the lab. And one of the greatest labs on planet Earth is your mother's kitchen. And we did some of the sciences that you never knew we could do in the kitchen in the morning. So if you didn't log in the morning, that's fine. You haven't missed a lot. You need to click below and watch the video from the morning. Watch the video from yesterday's morning and afternoon. You will be able to understand basic scientific facts. Then you will understand the difference between a scientist, someone that finds out and studies and explores, to an engineer, somebody that makes things in order to solve a problem. We discussed that for our students. And they went on to say that because you are in lockdown, you may not have access to the news. And most of you, therefore, now rely on television. I advise you against sitting down and watching television because it is number one, unhealthy for you. Number two, pumps misinformation and disinformation. Number three, gives you sensation. Throughout our time at lockdown, never seen a program dedicated to educating parents, professionals, or pupils on the truth about the COVID-19 virus. They tell you about the death that is causing. And they show you a graph and say, this is your country, this is USA, this is this other country, and this is the number of people that died the first day, the first outbreak, the second day, the third day, and they tell you how many people will die tomorrow. It's just all about death and death and death. And some news program, this is not a commentary, even use the word weapon of mass destruction to describe the virus, which is so depressing and factually incorrect. It is scientifically incorrect. It cannot be a weapon of mass destruction. Why? I'll tell you why. The virus can be destroyed with your basic hygiene and keeping distances from people that you suspect may have it. The virus can be contained if you have a mask like this and the suspect wears a mask. It's impossible for the suspect to start transmitting it if the suspect wears a mask like this. That's why I'm wearing this mask. To demonstrate to you that your breath, what comes out of your lungs and what comes out of your respiratory system, can always be trapped by a proper mask. Yes, it's true. It's scientific proven. That's why I'm telling you, listen to the clinicians. I will give you all the latest information about your city. That's why I'm just asking you. I'm not asking you for interactivity. I'm asking you to inform myself so that next time I can add to my Twitter page information from your city. I'll tweet it out. So you don't need to go buy newspaper or need to go look for newspaper. I will get the news in your city and I'll make it available to you. But you need to do me one favor. You need to go on Twitter, and I'll give you my Twitter handle again. I publish it on our website. It's available on Instagram. It's available on Periscope. It's available on Facebook. It's available on LinkedIn. Even on Pinterest is available there. So any social media you belong to, I'll make the news available to you. So that's New York Times. This is the China Daily. Every single page, whatever is new in China, in Wuhan, we'll make that available to you. That's the London Times, we'll make that available to you electronically. So you don't need a physical copy, you just need the e-copy, and then you know what is happening in your city without leaving your house, without going wandering about. And the Times of London very kindly, very graciously made this available to us, and I told you what to do to be able to get one copy of this. If not, if you go to the bookstore after lockdown, they will sell you for $19.95. This will be sold to you for $19.95. But if you order it in-house from Amazon, you will need to pay $19.95 plus packaging and postage. $25. Then you get it free, and we told you what to do about it. Do to get it. It doesn't belong to me. We were blessed with it, and it's our responsibility to also give to you for spending time with us. So we'll make that available to you. I made that clear. Then I also told you in the afternoon about entrepreneurship. You will not believe it that coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus now has an economic angle that dwarfs anyone's anticipation or expectation. In the afternoon, and I think late in the morning, I said you should go and find out how many zeros make 1 million. So if you say 1 million bucks, one, how many zeros? I told you find out how many zeros make 1 billion. 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. How many zeros will make 1 billion? Then I said you should also find out how many zeros are in 1 trillion. And I'm going to get you tomorrow morning to divide 2 trillion by the population of the United States. Because the United States Congress has approved an economic stimulus of $2 trillion. That means if you have a business in the US and you're on lockdown, that means you cannot buy or sell your product or your services. The government said you must not make anybody redundant. No, you can't. You cannot sack any of your workers, provided that workers be working with you for 60 days. I'm saying this to all the entrepreneurs that are here now. There is a stimulus that has been provided by the United States government, and it favors you whether you are in New York, in New Jersey, in the Midwest, in the West Coast, in the East Coast. It doesn't matter where you are located. Whether you are in Los Angeles, Las Vegas, it doesn't make any difference. What you need to do, we'll show you the form, and we're going to have a special session on this, how to fill the form so that you that have been in business, have been an entrepreneur, an employer of labor, an institution anywhere in mainland US or in Puerto Rico or in any of the US dependent territories, you have 100% access to $2 trillion like you never ever thought before. Before I came up now, we were in electronic discussion with Robert Kiyosaki. Great friend, was in London about 2 years ago. Great, you will see the videos, what he taught about financial literacy, what he shared about the economy. If you haven't read his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, I want to give you a copy today. All you need to do is type in there now that you are an entrepreneur. If you haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, the wisdom of economics there, the wisdom of reaching out, the wisdom of expanding your course, the wisdom of investing, the wisdom of being a business owner, the difference between an employee, if you're an employee, then an investor, if you're an investor, and if you are not an investor, why are you not an investor? A business owner, the thinking of business owners like Bloomberg. Why Bloomberg is a multi-billionaire, and what other people that have more knowledge in what Bloomberg is doing are employed by him. The difference between the thinking of an employee and the thinking of an entrepreneur, you will be losing out. That's the reason. I'm not just feeling generous, no. I need to inform you in this period of lockdown. What you can do is gain financial literacy. And if you've gone to the maximum, we will take you even a new level, take you to a new level. If you're thinking, oh, this is gloom and doom, I know you've been watching television. Because that's all they have on television. Because you can never give what you don't have. What I'm giving you now are things that I have learned, I have applied, and have demonstrated works. If it doesn't work, I won't just talk about it. I'll put it aside until I have time to test it. So if you are an entrepreneur, you need to have read his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. If you say you don't have any money, you can't buy it, that's still fine. All you need to do is go to the Excellence in Education website, a free subscription, and write to us. After you type entrepreneur here, write to us. We will send you the link immediately. We are not sending it to you. If you go on Amazon, I know they charge you, you pay. Even if it's downloadable, they get you to pay on Amazon. that we give it to you for free. I'm telling you. All you need to do is say that you attended this telecast today and you gain from what we discussed with you. If you know of anybody that is dabbling into business, that means have not had any business training, does not have a business mentor, someone that guides him or her, please share what we've been discussing with them. And let them know that the lockdown has great silver lining. You know, people are so annoyed. Oh, we're in lockdown. That means we can't leave home. Oh, that means we can't do what we need to do. Oh, that means the business is going to end. And that means it's Armageddon. No. Wrong conclusion. Because you're having what they call wrong perspective. You know, I shared with you yesterday and I was telling you, if you look at this box from this angle, you only see this angle. See this side. If you look at it from this side, you only see this side. If you look at it from here, you only see this aspect. Meanwhile, there are 6 sides to this box. If you take this box and look at this box again, from here, you see something pretty and beautiful. From here, you just see white and light and lettering. From here, you see the name of the device. Every single business person that has ever been successful has always had a multiple view of any problem. Let me say it this way. You look at the coronavirus issue from this angle and you are unhappy with it. Then you look at it from this other angle, this view, you're still unhappy. When you look at this angle, then you see a different side to the issue. Then from this angle, you see a different side from the issue. Right now, I just told you something. $2 trillion. That was never debated in January. That was not discussed in February. The only reason why the Congress is coming out with a stimulus, they call it economic stimulus. That is the technical name for it. You don't believe me? That's fine. When we are through with this teleclass, go on Google and type in economic stimulus $2 trillion and see what comes out on your machine, not my machine, on your device, on your phone. See what comes out. That's why I say every cloud has a silver lining. Every crisis reveals the hidden leader in you. There's a leader hidden inside you that will not come out in time of convenience and comfort. True. This is not a philosophical saying. This is the truth. You don't know why? I'll name the top 100 companies. Forbes 100 companies. The top 100 companies. 60% of them were formed. I mean, started in a recession or a depression. You've heard about UPS? You've heard about Goldman Sachs? I will waste my time listing every single major company that you know today that were started in rough times and tough times. And they become multi-million institutions. So don't say it's too dark, because great dawn, a bright dawn, is going to come immediately after the darkest hour. So don't say lockdown and be gloomy. No. It's a fact. I will give that. We're going to have a teaching on that. So some people are praying that the lockdown should last a long time. We will do a real teaching on how to start an enterprise that is successful, international. That means your products and your services will be needed or consumed across many nations. Just like I'm speaking to you now, I'm speaking to you in Asia. Thank you for those of you that confirm your geographical location and name of your city. And I'm speaking to some of you in Africa, and some of you in North America, Canada, some of you in South America. I mean, it's just amazing. Why? Because the technology is now possible to this generation that was not available to our parents' generation. Our grandparents' generation, they only dreamt of a fact that you can be in one location and be seen in multiple locations. The BBC, CNN, all the big broadcasting companies spent multiple millions, not hundreds, not thousands, millions, to be able to do what they call a live broadcast in the 70s and in the 80s. But just look at it now. Just look at a few short years from the comfort of my home right across the Atlantic, from the comfort of my home right across the Pacific, from the comfort of my room. You can hear and see me live, no delay, in China, in Wuhan. You can see and hear me in Africa. You can see and hear me in North America. You can see and hear me anywhere in Europe. All you need is a small device, small phone, and with a phone, you can reach anybody. Tiny phone, with a small device. I don't need to have a massive, giant camera like the CNN. And then you don't need to have a giant TV screen like we used to have. From my device, mobile device, to your device, we can communicate in ways that our great-grandparents can only dream of. They cannot even begin to they can't begin to imagine that anybody can sit somewhere and then come down and say, oh, I'm talking to people where? How can you be talking to people 6,000 miles away? But I'm able to do it. Technology is available. That's the reason why I'm saying every single cloud comes with its own silver lining. So I want you to focus on the silver lining. I don't want you to focus on what the mainstream gloom and doom, distorted fake news media is telling you. It's fake news. The angel of death cannot come to your house. I told you how to get rid of that, right? I told you in the morning. Please go watch it. I'll recap. First of all, you eat healthily. That will boost your immune system. First of all, make sure you take a lot of fruits. Fruits, not fruit juice. Then you eat vegetable. I told you what else to eat. Your diet will come up and will boost your immune system. Number 2, I told you to get involved in physical exercise. Number 3, I told you to get involved in mental exercises. Mental. I told you about reading a book. I mentioned to you that I have already done my speed reading course. I demonstrated to you how you can read this entire book. This entire book, I am not exaggerating, is over 361 pages. You can finish this in 2 days. Yes, if you're a speed reader. And to be a speed reader, it's not magic. No magic at all. If you wanted to speed read, if you're able to stop sub-vocalization, I explained that in a video on our Facebook page a while back. I also explained that on my YouTube. If you're not on your YouTube channel, you missed out. You really, really missed out, because you can read 14 newspapers in 1 hour, and I showed you how to do it. You can read up to 1,500 words a minute. Yes, not from the first day. You build it up. You build 60 words a minute. If you're very slow, 100 words a minute. And then the average person reads about 200 words a minute. We can show you how to, you can double that. If you stop vocalization. If you don't speak while you read. If you can hold your mouth like this and read, that'd be great. If you use a guide, that will also pull your speed up. That will double your speed. If you use a pacer, that will also increase your speed. I'm just telling you, there's simple things you can learn now that will make your lockdown the best lift off you're going to take in your career, the best lift off you're going to take in your business. So after the lockdown, you cannot use the same speed of reading. It must be faster, it must be quicker, and then it will double your comprehension. How to build your vocabulary. That tonight is not about that. Tonight, go and subscribe to our YouTube page, and you will see all the teachings that we've had and how we've taught our students on planet Earth. That's no exaggeration. Here is proof. I recently got this from Guinness World Record. This is Guinness World Record. You can see my name on it, Guinness World Record. Officially, it's an official Guinness record. official Guinness record. You can see my name on it. This is not our students wipe Guinness Book record, the world record in mathematics. Every year we try and beat our own record. The world record in technology. Every year we try and beat it. The world record in the sciences. We have multiple world records because the tools that we use, the teachings that we gave, were totally different from that of mainstream school. And you can see get most of them now on YouTube. There's only a few of the advanced ones that you have to subscribe to join our Facebook closed booking closed group on our Facebook. You have to subscribe to join that. And then a few of you that are located anywhere near the M25, you are able to come down to Whitechapel. If you are interested in learning any new skills, and you must be interested in learning a new skill, because it helps your immunity. I'm telling you this. If you have a mind to learn something new, your mind and your focus will be on it. And your anxiety and your depression and your stress will do what? Go down. Once your stress level goes down, your immune system goes up. This is not my opinion. This has been biologically proven. I was going through one of the undergraduate report yesterday. The serum, they took sample of the blood and they measured and tested for substances and chemicals in the blood. I have just finished practicing, not great players of instruments. They took their urinary sample, they took their saliva, and they found a consistent laboratory-based report. Not mine, you can Google it. You can't get it on main Google, go to Google Scholar. You will see scientific peer-reviewed paper that shows that if you are happy, your immune system goes off. If you get yourself involved in a positive learning attitude, I'm not saying think positively. No, this is not positive thinking. No, this is musical activity. So, are you in lockdown? Book to learn a string instrument. I'm not saying you'll be perfect at it. The fact that you are learning a string instrument changes your mood. Learn a wind instrument. It changes your mood. If you can play a string, play wind. Once enough in playing the string instrument, you come back and play your wind instrument. So learn an instrument. Learn a language. I shared today opportunity for you to meet Anne-Marie and share with Anne-Marie technical skills. If you want to learn a new computer language for free, the STEMED program, STEM, S-E-M, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and I add STEAM to it now, which is art, music, you will know what it will do to biology. Some people know what it does to their psychology. I'm saying that samples, specimens, have revealed that what do you do with music? People talk about yoga. You don't even need to worry about yoga. You can play a great instrument badly, and yet your immune system goes up. 2, you can play a great instrument badly, and yet your memory goes up. If you play an instrument, your memory goes up. You know why? Your neural network is different. If you can play, learn to play any of the strings instruments, your logic, it goes up. So I don't believe music is extracurricular. I believe music is core to life. Will help you fight any viral attack. This is incontrovertible. It helps you, your mood. So you're not going to sit down, gloomy, and getting annoyed and say, why me? No, you get up. You get up. Kevin shared in the afternoon, and I think Peter is going to put it back on when this broadcast is over. So please, if you're an entrepreneur, now you know what to do. Now you understand it's a great opportunity. Now you understand you're not going to moan about lockdown. Now you understand additional steps you are going to take to the outcome that you very well deserve. So I'm sorry we are running out of time. I will not have time. I will not have time to explain to you tonight, but tomorrow please log in. How do you get this free? This is a Google Home Mini. It's brand new. It's not. How do you get it free? And we are going to make this available to you. Share this with your friends. How do you get this for free? You don't pay anything for this. This is not a shopping channel. This is a teaching and empowerment and information that is laced with insight channel. A channel that will empower you so that you do not see your time in lockdown as a waste. A channel that will bring to your attention. Okay? Tomorrow I'm going to tell you how to get this. I mentioned it in the morning. I'm going to show you how to get this. You see, this will help you charge your iPhone, your Samsung phone. It has light USB. It can directly throw an adapter to the wall, and it can connect to your laptop or your desktop and charge any of your devices. I'll tell you how to get this for free. Pay anything for this. I'm very grateful to our collaborators and partners for making this available to our online students. I mentioned the t-shirt. Yes. How do you win this t-shirt? All the exercises and tasks we are giving our students to do. This is the anti-corona t-shirt. It's not my size. I can't have it. It's for you. So students in Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, or Key Stage 3 will win multiple copies of this. And I'm going to tell you more of what you can do tomorrow morning to guarantee you win this. And then there is the power bank. I know sometimes you're talking on the phone and your phone just all of a sudden collapses and you find out later that you lost it. You lost power. How do you get this power bank? For free. For free. You're not paying for this. It comes with its own cable. It's brand new. It comes out of its box. We are going to tell you more about that tomorrow and share with your friends, by the way. And this is going to be available to anybody from any city that is in lockdown, provided you continue to get involved with this. How you can get memory stick and how you can get a lot of ebooks. Any concept or topic you find difficult to understand, how we can make that a thing that you will enjoy. Because it is our desire that your lockdown will not knock you down, but will lift you up. That's our desire. That's our for setting this up. And if you are a registered EIE parent, there's the 7 secrets of getting multiple scholarship. It's a special page. Only be a member if you are invited. So if you're an EIE parent or EIE pupil that participated in our session so far, please, because you are, if you've ever entered any of our sessions, you are by right entitled to be a member of that special Facebook page. You are by right supposed to be able to DM program on Twitter, be able to follow me and DM me on @Chrissy on Twitter, because that'll be easy. Just DM me whatever. And if you have additional questions and you haven't asked it, you must not sleep tonight. Put in your question in the comment box. I need to know what your questions are. Be able to tackle your questions. And if you have some time, especially if you have a DBS, if you don't know what DBS means, that means you're not DBS. If you're enhanced DBS, a wonderful opportunity for you to volunteer on the National Health on the Health Service board, because the Prime Minister has put up some volunteers. Please, if you're not sure what to do with that, we will put the link again on the EIA webpage. Put another link on our Twitter page. Put another link on our Instagram. Another link on Periscope. Another link on LinkedIn. You will need to know something before I close tonight. If you're an entrepreneur, you don't have a LinkedIn page, you have no right to say you're an entrepreneur. You have to have a LinkedIn page. Do you know why? All the skills you have, all the goods and products you make, and all the services you provide, you put them on LinkedIn page. And then you send a LinkedIn invite to me with a note saying you participated in hashtag lockdown learning. I will then take the following steps. I will visit your page on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn will tell you, by the way, that I visited your page. And then I will look at these skills, because right now we are employing anybody that can translate from English to Italiano, or from English to Spanish, or from English to German, or from English to Mandarin. You listening to this? This is what I mean by saying this lockdown has created massive opportunity for you. If you do not have any linguistic skills and want to acquire technical skills, agile skills, if you follow me on LinkedIn, I will share the opportunity with Anne-Marie and a few of our former students and my mentees that will be teaching and exposing you to these skills. A girl as young as 13, acquires the skills, agile skill or Scrum skill, and gets paid $600 a day. I send that very slowly. Age is not an issue. It's whoever has the skills. Because the National Health Service requires programmers. The bank requires programmers. The big industries that are involved in manufacturing right now, the manufacturing masks, right now, the manufacturing sanitizers, they require computer programmers. So if you hate technology, you have shut the door of prosperity. I say that slowly. Because you've not been on LinkedIn for the past 12 months, I can demonstrate to you that you lost 14,000 pounds. I'll say this more slowly. Each time you are not using the tools of the times, you are losing money. And you're allowing people that are less able, less talented, less educated to earn more than you. And that is a disgrace, quite honestly. You must not allow anyone that you're more talented than to earn more than you. So tomorrow, I'm going to continue the conversation. But please make sure you go on LinkedIn now, right now, not tomorrow. And put in there the skills you have. If you have speed reading skills, please put speed reading skills. You know why I'm saying that? Because editors of books, reviewers of books that I know are looking for people that can read fast, edit, and send manuscripts to, and then they send pre-publication peer-reviewed papers to. I'm saying this because I've been a reviewer. I've been a reviewer for various medical publications. Archives. I've been a reviewer for Archives. IVOS. I've been a reviewer for IVOS. Main medical publications, they need people that will read the articles before it's published. And you don't need to have a double PhD for that. Do you understand that? You just need to be able to read. And if there are any errors, it'll be obvious to you because you're reading. You just need a second pair of eyes to be able to read this before they are published. So even if you're in lockdown, you can be making money. I just give you 3 different ways that you at home right now can gainfully be employed and be paid. Your skills got to be made available to the world to see, thanks to LinkedIn. And I will promote it. I will share it with other people. I will become your friend. You will be connected with me on LinkedIn. I'll be connected with you and be able to support you. You will also be connected with me on Twitter. And I can share with you. I had a lady that called, I had a call put through to me today. It was very sad. She's a journalist. Journalist writes. But she is apprehensive about her photograph being on Twitter. I told her she can take a cap like this, take the photograph of a cap and use it as a timeline. It doesn't have to be your face. You don't have to put, if you're very, very, and you're very reserved, you can take the photograph of your favorite car and put it there. You can take a photograph of your favorite phone and put it there. So you don't need to put your photograph there. So it's ignorant. And she has been looking for a job for the past 6 months. She has all the skills, but nobody knows. And when I asked her, how can I find out about the skills she has? And she said she was going to post her CV to me. That is grandfather thinking. Nobody takes a CV right now. Whatever you have that you cannot upload onto your page that I can see is of no relevance to me. So I want to encourage you. Share this page right now and share this talk that you heard now and share this discussion what we've had now. Thank you for those of you that are writing comments here. Share it now, not tomorrow, not the day after. Share it now with someone that you know may be unemployed or may be uncertain about their own economic situation. Share it with them because they need to hear this. If they hear this, I'll be very happy because their spirit will go up. If they hear this, more people will be happy on planet Earth. If they hear this, then they'll know that you don't need to be in Lusaka to earn Lusaka money. You don't need to be in LA to earn LA money. You can be in a quiet location, 6,000 miles away, and still be able to earn more than people in the city. Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you about reality of a city called Bangalore in India, where young men and women in Bangalore, India, are earning dollars right now based on what is happening in LA. I'll give you a few case studies. You go to a medical facility in LA now, and the doctor sees you and writes your details down. Guess who is doing what is called medical transcription? If you have to write a letter from your private office in LA to UCLA Medical Center, guess where that letter is being typed? In Bangalore, India. And I'm going to prove it to you. How you can live in one continent and work in another continent thanks to the power of technology. The same technology that I shared with you today, that enabled me to share with you in China, enabled me to share with you in Japan, thank you, enabled me to share with you in Africa and in North America, across the platform of people that are following us and interacting with us via Periscope right now. Because some of you are only listening to me through Periscope. Others are listening to me through YouTube right now. So that's the reason why I'm saying type it on YouTube comment. Just type it there. And feel at home to type it there because I will see it and I'll be able to interact with it. So your health is of great importance to me. Your financial health is of great importance to me. Your emotional health is of great importance to me. Your mental health is of great importance to me. And your physical health is also of great importance to me. We will conquer Corona. Take this from me. We have the tools, the techniques, the tutelage, and the thinking to conquer Corona. And I will play you a video of somebody that was inadvertently infected with Corona, named Kevin, and he shares his path to this. I will play family of African extraction that was held up in Wuhan, the epicenter of all the corona and the COVID-19, all this war that they're talking about, and they will share with you how for 52 days they were able to keep their spirit alive, and because their spirit was alive, they were way out of that thing that people call depression that comes about with no, they didn't suffer any depression. The man, the wife, and the children, you're going to hear from them. You're not going to hear my own version, you're going to hear directly from them. And then you will know that you don't take any of the political actors seriously. Any politicians that come on your screen, comes on your screen now, tells you anything about this disease, please don't take them seriously. If you take them seriously, you get depressed because you'll be misinformed or you'll swallow this information. How do you get information? Follow us on Twitter. We will retweet what WHO says. We will not retweet what any politician says. We'll retweet what the clinician says, not politician. Clinical scientist says about this new virus and the discovery. We'll show you how age is not that of a factor in getting the infection. So please do not forget, tomorrow morning I will talk about how you can win this. A member of your family, you or a member of your family can win this. That's why you need to share this. Share this information. The more you share it, the better it is for everybody. Because I'm going to tell you what ocular surgery, that's my copy of the latest